Hi, and welcome to Virtual Week 6 of FOT. During Week 6, we're going to take a look at energy use. So we're going to shift gears a little bit from our consumer-driven and cost-driven weeks past, and we're going to take a look at how we actually use energy in our home. So kind of a little bit of a gear shift. If you notice, I'm creating this, and I still have the assignment locked. Whenever I upload this video, it will go right here above our warm-up BCR. So the warm-up BCR is is again just our responses to these questions. And this week I've included a quick little video. I think that it's about 3 minutes long. It talks about how a windmill creates electricity from wind. Home energy use is our kind of middle assignment, if you will, for the week. Background is basically telling us that we use electricity in our house. How much electricity we use is dependent on a lot of factors. It is dependent on how we heat our homes, how we get our hot water in our homes, and most importantly, how efficiently and how conservatively we use those resources in our house. There's a link that I've included here. It's a link to the energy.gov, the U.S. Department of Energy's energy calculator. One of the things that it does is estimates different appliances and how much electricity it uses. If you look at a coffee maker is kind of a unique one in that it uses a whole lot of electricity, 1,000 watts of electricity. But we don't use a coffee maker for very long. We make our coffee, we drink our coffee, and we turn off the coffee pot. So really, even if we use it 365 days a year, we're still only using it 1 hour per day. So if we used our coffee pot 1 hour per day for 365 days, that 365 days of 1 hour, 365 hours, would cost us about $43.80. What I'm asking you to do in this first assignment is to estimate your home's energy use. I want you to think about all the appliances, even the ones that you may not use. Hopefully you're helping your parents with with laundry. Hopefully you're helping vacuum the floors, cook the meals. But even if you're not, know that somebody in your house does. I've included a secondary chart if you would like to use the secondary chart to fill out the name of the appliance, the number of appliances used, and about the number of hours used. The total watts, you're going to get that information from the website that I just showed you, and then the annual cost will be derived from that website as well. We want refrigerators, we want clothes washers, clothes dryers. What else we use? We use coffee makers, we use curling irons, hair dryers, anything that you can think of, and to record that information there. Backing out of that assignment, next we're going to talk about the power grid. So the previous assignment we talked about how we use the energy once it gets to our home. This assignment I would like to talk about where the power actually comes from. The electricity does not come from the wall. It comes from a generation station somewhere nearby. This quick little applet, weblet link talks about the power grid. On this fictional power grid, we have a couple of sources. We have a wind farm, we have a nuclear power plant, we have a coal-fired power plant, a natural gas, and a hydroelectric generating station. We can use these blue toggles to turn off both the sources and the consumers. Residenceburg is a consumer, so that would be representing residents. Commerce Town would be commercial buildings like malls, restaurants, those kinds of things. And industry, where did Industryville go? Industryville is down here. Industryville would be any kind of industry, so that would be your factories, that would be your food processing plants, and those kinds of industrial areas. You can adjust the output of each of the sources, and you can adjust the amount required for each of the users. Your assignment is to find the 5 generators and list if it is adjustable, and if so, give its range. Pretty much showed you that, pretty much answers that. Whenever the applet launches, are we using more power than is being generated, and how do we know? So if we come back, these are external systems. So this is a link to another grid that is very, very similar to this one. So right now, we're seeing that the green arrows, which represent the flow of electricity, are pointing out to the external system, out to this external system, and out to this external system. Take a minute and explore that little website. It's actually pretty cool once you start playing with it. I'm not going to give you any more answers, so there are 10 questions in that particular assignment, so answer all 10. Reminder, I'm seeing a lot of students who are not using complete sentences any longer. We are high school students, and my expectation and the county expectation is that we will and must write in complete sentences. The final takeaway assignment for this week is energy sources, and this is just simply creating a brochure, a web flyer, some sort of material that advertises a renewable energy source. I've included a link to my creative workshop. My creative workshop is kind of like a online publishing tool that allows you to create it. If you do not wish to use my creative workshop, you can use Microsoft Publisher or Google Docs to create the same thing. I like this one. I think it's good to kick around the internet and see what free resources and what you can do with those resources from time to time. Back in the assignment, I just want to kind of wrap this up with the idea that this assignment will be due whenever we return to class on December 2nd. We do have class on December 2nd. This is a virtual week for week 6, which would be the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. We do not come to class the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. This is your assignment, and this is your lecture for that week. Have a good week. Feel free to reach out to me on Remind 101 or my county email, younger@wcps.k12.md.us, or feel free to join if you've not already done so, feel free to join our Remind class. Instructions are right here. I think all of you are on it, but if not, feel free to join the Remind 101. All you have to do that is text @FOTF to the number 81010, and it will add you to my class, and you'll be able to communicate through a secure texting platform. It'd be a little creepy if I gave you my cell phone number, and it'd also be a little creepy if I had yours. Anyways, have a great week, have a great Thanksgiving, and enjoy your time off. We'll talk to you on the 2nd. Bye-bye now.